Wednesday night baseball now from Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Milwaukee Brewers and the St. Louis Cardinals. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Adam Wainwright will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he gave his ball club 6 complete innings, but didn't stay around for a decision. He'll look to get a W here in this one.
Gene Segura heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Shortstop, number 9.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away.
First pitch, 7-16.
Tapped out in front of home. Gonna be a tough play. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, Matty, you got to keep an eye on Yasiel Puig. He's got some wheels on him, and that's a big part of why he's successful at the major league level. Routine grounders become tough plays. Singles get turned into doubles, and what would have been a 1-2-3 inning suddenly becomes a rally.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, they come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Jeanette's going to turn for second. Around second. He'll try for third. The tag, and he is called out, trying to stretch 2 bases into 3. And with a quick breather here, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, we're going to talk about Yadier Molina defensively. We can just get to the gold gloves. Just a multitude of those. He's so soft behind the plate. He gets his pitchers a lot of pitches. He shuts down a running game. Very cerebral as well as far as setting up hitters. I don't know if the game has seen a better defensive catcher.
Yasiel Puig is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a shot back up the middle. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Well, that's got to be encouraging for these guys so far. They're facing one of the tougher guys around, and that's 2 hits now here in the first inning, and that ball was smoked.
Carlos Gomez will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
Lays off 1-0. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matt, Clyde has a bit of a reputation for rewarding pitchers that pound the bottom of the zone. Calls the game well, but we might see some strike calls below the zone that hitters aren't going to be too happy with.
Wainwright comes set. Here's the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Throw over to first, but the runner's back easily.
Simple throw over there.
Set to deliver on 2-1.
2-2.
Swung out and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around third is Puig, headed for the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And he's going to make it easily. It's a stand-up triple.
I tell you what, when you've lost a few games in a row, home runs are obviously nice, but nothing really fires up the dugout quite like a triple. He looks right into that third base dugout and says, "Come on, guys, let's turn this thing around."
Standing in now, Robert Castro. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Here comes the 1-0. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1.
Oh, now there's a location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, you're just going to bang it into the ground all night long.
2 outs here with a runner at third. High fly ball out to deep right field. Lee ranging back. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. But the Brewers do pick up a run here on the RBI triple. On to the bottom of the first here at Busch Stadium. And Milwaukee's off to an early 1-0 lead. Kyle Loesch is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, not a big strikeout pitcher here on the mound, so expect to see a lot of balls put in play, defense being very involved. Should be fun to watch.
David Lee comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading
first.
off for the Cardinals, the shortstop, David Lee.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, and they dropped the opener of the series and of the road trip last time out. I thought they came out a little flat, but still plenty of time to turn that around, though.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Nope.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Hit hard to short. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit.
Batting second, center fielder, Sean Shea.
We'll give you another look at all 8 pitches here in the at-bat. I mean, this was a battle from beginning to end. He took some tough pitches, fouled off a few more, and then eventually he gets his reward with a solid base hit.
John Jay will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. He's set. Here it comes. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Now the tag by Segura. They're going to get him at second base.
If you're not an absolute speed merchant on the bases, if the pitcher slide steps, he's got a much better chance of throwing you out. The defense sniffed it out right there. The slide step worked. Great throw to second base, and he's gone.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hot shot on the ground to short. Segura has it. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, this ball club really needs Yadier Molina to find his swing. He's still without a stolen base this season, which is baffling. I don't know if it's a coaching issue or if he just needs to be more aggressive when he gets on base, but this team needs him to start taking advantage of his speed.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Grounded back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Number 3 will step forward now. Currently third in the National League batting race to begin play.
Well, it's still early in this season, but if he keeps this up, he's going to be looking to get paid in the offseason. His contract is up after this year.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Keeping an eye on him.
First pitch of the at-bat. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a line drive, but foul. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for the Cardinals. It remains 1-0. Adam Lind makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Adam Lind.
Wainwright's ready. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
3-0 now.
Yeah, 3-0 count now to start the second. Doesn't look like he's gotten into the flow yet.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. That's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
Gerardo Parra gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Nobody out, runner on first. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. The tag gets 1 on to first, and they get the double play.
And as a base runner here, you want to do your best to stop and then force the second baseman to try to go to first before he tags you. It's not a real good job right there, as this turns into a 4-3 double play.
Robinson Chirinos will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. McGuire has got it, and the side is retired. Brewers go down quietly. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Mark McGuire will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Gomez on the run. 1 down. And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, the center fielder in this one, as good as anybody out there in the field. Has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground, and most importantly, he's very reliable.
Stepping in, Nick Savage. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. One out, nobody on. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Hit to first. Lind has it. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 7th, catcher, Yadier Molina.
Yadier Molina will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
2 tough sliders there back to back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Good at bat so far here with 2 away. You're going to go down in order. At least make that guy work for it. Got himself back into a fastball count now.
3-2.
And it's full now. 3-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location there. It's well placed, maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Peter Borges will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. One 1-0 pitch on the way. That's wide. 2-0.
Pitch count already becoming a factor. He's at 34 now, still not out of the second inning.
Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. Drilled on the ground to short. There's Segura. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Kyle Loesch set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Wainwright looks in. Here's the first pitch. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Tap foul at home plate. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher, and he sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
Gene Segura will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
Into the windup and the pitch. Dribbled up the line. He's got to hurry. On to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the third.
You know, a lot of times when you get a slow grounder and a fast runner, that can be a bad combination. So this is a nice job of realizing the situation and getting to this ball quickly to throw him out.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. Bases are empty here with two men out. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 1-2 pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. McGuire takes it in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A scoreless half inning there from Adam Wainwright, and his club's keeping it close. It's 1-0. Adam Wainwright digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, Adam Wainwright.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
And he misses with it. Ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
That's a real good at-bat there. He fell behind 1-2 right out of the gate, but instead of going out of the zone to protect, He was able to lay off 3 straight and get his guys a leadoff base runner.
Into the box now, David Lee, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. On to Lind, and it's a double play.
Boy, this is just a gift right here. I mean, when you've got the pitcher out there and he can't find the strike zone with a map, why are you going to help him? You don't go up there and swing at the first pitch. And if you do, you better not bounce into a double play. That is bad baseball right there.
Into the box now, John Jay. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming, here it is. And that misses inside 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Two and 0 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Here it comes, 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Parra is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They trail this one 1-0. Yasiel Puig is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Wainwright gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Lee moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Center fielder number 27.
So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And as you can see there, neither of these guys will get too much higher than this. 92 on the one hand versus an even 90 on the other. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. First delivery to him on the way. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
And that misses 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Hit hard up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And with that, we'll take a look at the current Milwaukee leaderboard to find that his total is currently tops on the roster in that department.
Yeah, and when a guy can post numbers like that, his teammates just expect him to produce game after game. He's a hit machine for them.
Robert Castro is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. There goes Gomez. Pitches a cold strike, the throw, and he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
You know, when the pitcher slide steps, he's going to get the ball to the catcher even quicker, and the guy still stole that base. That was great.
Now a look and a throw back to second. Back in standing. Now the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, what a play. Got him.
No way. That was awesome.
Once this gets past the pitcher, I figured it was a sure base hit, but the shortstop comes out of nowhere to dive for this thing and then throw a bullet over to first for the out.
Here's Adam Lind. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
The 1-0 delivery. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. That's popped up out towards short right field. Savage onto the grass. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Michael Lee is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And that won't find the zone either. So speed on base here to begin the inning. It's a 4-pitch walk.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Number 3 stands in. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he fires.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
2-2 count. Here it comes. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
Yeah, and he's clearly off to a great start, leading the senior circuit here in the first month of the season. And pitching wins, they just aren't as celebrated these days as they once were. But I'll tell you, if you're leading the league, you're one of the best pitchers around. We'll see if he can hold on and add another win to his total in this one.
And the runner back safely. And again a throw, a dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Throw over to the bag. Just keeping him close.
Keeping him close.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Now a throw over to first, and he's back standing. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2.
That's a ball.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Runner at first here, one man out. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
First and second now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
So striding in, number 0, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. It's 2-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
First and second now, one man out. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Push to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll take a look at ball one. And I think he's going to have to summon up every bit of his experience to get out of this one.
He's certainly been through it before. If anybody can do it, he can.
Bases are loaded here, one man out. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Hard liner to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. In to score from third is the tying run. It's 1-1.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure they were going to send him on that ball. This was hit awfully hard, but they decided to roll the dice and take a chance to score him, and it's going to wind up paying off.
Peter Borges gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
When you look at the way he's throwing the ball, he's thrown first pitch strikes to less than 40% of the batters that he's faced, and yet he's still pitching well, and we're in the middle of this ball game.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger, 2 strikes.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cards forced to settle for 1. We played 4 full, all tied at 1-1. Gerardo Parra will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jay has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Robinson Chirinos.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Robinson Chirinos. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Wainwright into the windup. Here he comes 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Stepping in now, Kyle Loesch. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. One there, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One hit's all they get. Home half of the fifth coming up. All tied at 1-1. Adam Wainwright will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. David Lee will be next. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, 1 away.
Well, yeah, but even though that's just going to go in the books as a strikeout, it was pretty expensive in terms of pitches. And when you think pitcher on pitcher, that's what you'd like your guy to go up there and do. At least give someone a battle.
David Lee will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
And that's in there for strike 1. One run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. So now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
And his control's been real good here into the middle innings now. You'll see where this pitch is. Another great location right on the corner, and he gets him to pop it up.
In now is John Jay. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Liner towards second. But this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Down in order go the Cardinals. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Gene Segura makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but that looks a little better there as this is a sharp base hit.
Scooter Gennett comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And he'll get back in safely. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And you wonder if sometimes he was just getting a little too preoccupied out there with the speed at first base, and he totally loses focus on the guy at the plate. And now that essentially is going to work like a stolen base, and he's into scoring position now on the wild pitch.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. No one out with a runner at second. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. But this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Yasiel Puig will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And, you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike 1.
And for Milwaukee, this is a spot where you really need that one key hit.
Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Borges is there. 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Carlos Gomez.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. First pitch is a circle change for a called strike 1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. High in the air and deep to left center field. Jay looks up. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Brewers have moved to a 4-1 lead.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you're paying your big horse to do out there. I think he knew he wasn't going to get a fastball right there, so he just stays back as long as he can and then just explodes right through the zone.
Jaime Garcia will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Jaime Garcia.
Robert Castro will stand in now following the home run. And you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
First offering on its way. And he takes ball 1. And he misses again. 2-0.
No strike.
3 runs already home here. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, first baseman, Adam Lind.
Adam Lind will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. But 3 in the inning for the Brewers on the strength of this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's now 4-1 Milwaukee. Michael Lee will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Loesch into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
The 2-0 on the way. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Definitely not a guy you wanted to lose there. Now, you've got something else to worry about besides your command.
Number 3 will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. And the runner back in standing.
Just keeping an eye on him.
First pitch on its way. Squared that one up just a little late. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and the runner will get back standing. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Puig. He's got it one away.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. And it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Mark McGuire stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. From the stretch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
Hit hard toward second. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now after the big inning your ball club just put together, you can't let them respond with a big inning of their own. But here they are with 2 on now and trying to answer right back.
Nick Savage will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Here it comes, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Lined back over second, and that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's now a 4-2 game.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
That last pitch puts him at 100, so that probably makes this his last inning, even if he makes it all the way through.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
And prior to the 0-2, a move to first. And he's back in standing. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
In a game like this, you hope that the bottom half of your order can pick up the slack here. But this isn't going to help much. Go grab some bench.
First things first, here's the throw over. And he'll dive back in safely.
Just checking.
Perhaps wisely, another look to first. Keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Definitely has his attention.
Here's Peter Borges standing in as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Pitch out, nothing doing. Takes this the other way to right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cards forced to settle for 1. 7th inning coming up. The Brewers lead it 4-2. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Gerardo Parra is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Gerardo Parra.
Now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Set to deal on 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
First full inning of work for him here out of the bullpen. Remember, he got the final 2 outs of the last inning. He starts this inning off right by getting the swinging strikeout.
In now, Robinson Chirinos. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. To his left, Lee. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, pitcher, Kyle Loesch.
Chris Davis has moved out into the on-deck circle now as he'll bat for the pitcher, Loesch.
18, Chris Davis.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. And this is on the outside corner, or thereabouts at least. It's 1-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Two out, nobody on. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. McGuire is there, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, but they still lead this one 4-2. Will Smith will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Will Smith.
Matt Adams is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And that's going to be a base hit, so a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
They've let these guys keep hanging around and hanging around, not able to put them away. And I tell you, this game, it's far from over. They're not going to go quietly.
David Lee will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And it's quickly 0-2. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out.
Well, you know as well as I do, EK, that there's a big difference between going the other way with a pitch and just flat out being late. That's why he couldn't really drive that ball to right field.
In now is John Jay. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Runners on first with one down. And here's a ball hit in the air. Long run, but he tracks this one down out there for the second out. Nice play.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Into the box, Michael Lee. Shot toward right center. In there, a base hit.
Boy, he's seeing the ball well here early in this first month of the season. Here he doesn't try to do too much with this. He just takes it the other way. That average will climb even higher. He's got another base hit.
Standing in now, number 3. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Now the Cardinals are looking for that one key hit to maybe change their fortunes.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, curveball, then change up here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get this guy to pop something up.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
You're running out of chances here. It's the 7th inning. You can't let this rally go to waste.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Brewers 4 and the Cardinals 2. Randy Choate will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Randy Choate.
Leading off the inning, Gene Segura, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Hit hard toward the right side. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
Oh, and it makes such a difference when that pitch is up a little bit. It's not a bad pitch, really. It's on the outside corner. But that slider, so much easier to handle when it's belt high or higher, and he's able to just hit it hard the other way.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And they got him. Boy, Molina put that one right where it needed to be.
Well, this is mano a mano right here. You got a very good base stealer squaring off against, I'd say, the best defensive catcher in baseball in Molina. Yachty can shut down just about any running game, and he guns his guy down here.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. This one's flared out toward left. Borges moving in, but he won't get there. It falls in.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
In now is Yasiel Puig, and a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0.
Two sinkers down in the zone. No surprise what they're after here.
Yeah, and this guy's no dummy at the plate. He knows exactly what they're trying to do. It's not like he just fell off the turnip truck.
Here he comes on 2-0. Came with a circle change 2-0, but he can't make contact. 2-1.
Boy, and a great 2-0 pitch there. Got him thinking fastball. And this looked like a fastball out of his hand, but it turns out to be a real effective changeup instead.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Well, that's the frustrating thing for a sinker baller. When you get the ground ball you need and it finds a hole. Now he's got 2 men on to deal with and only 1 away.
Carlos Gomez will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
Comes set, now the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Jonathan Broxton is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Jonathan Broxton.
Leading off the inning, Mark McGuire, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Broxton's ready. Here's the 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these two performances stack up against one another.
Now in the box, Nick Savage. He singled his last time up. Too high, 1-0.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
The 1-0 delivery. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
This is dangerous because out of anybody in this lineup, this guy's probably the most likely to want to run, so look out.
Yadier Molina will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
He's set, and the pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. Not close. It's 2-0.
He is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike two. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Runners on first with one down. Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Peter Borges, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
And you can see the reaction on the mound. He's saying there is no way that pitch was outside. And it's a call I've got to have. Got to put that behind you, though, and move on.
Lawrence Thacker will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Thacker.
Colton Wong will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Colton Wong.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
First and second now, one man out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Up high, 2-1 now.
Deep breath time out there on the mound now. And this crowd, well, they're definitely making things tough on him out there.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. On the ground up the middle. Backhanded. And he wisely just steps on second to get the force play.
He kind of got stuck in an in-between position right here. I don't think he quite knew whether to flip it or step on the bag and take it himself. So he does get the sure out, but no shot at the double play.
Number 18 will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 18.
Runners going. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Nice work that time from the Milwaukee bullpen. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Brewers 4 and the Cardinals 2. Nice shot of downtown St. Louis as we're set for the ninth inning here from Busch Stadium. Colton Wong will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Number 16, Colton Wong.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Johan Santana come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Robert Castro, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Lee over to his left, one out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Adam Lind.
Adam Lind will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Chopped foul right at home plate. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with 1 away.
Now to the plate, Gerardo Parra. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, there's no doubt that for a young reliever, he's got swing and miss stuff. He just ramps up on that fastball, keeps the back straight, good follow through, and he just blows it right by him.
Into the box now, Robinson Chirinos, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Two-one pitch, a circle change taken for a called strike 2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Lee has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Brewers strand 1 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Well, there you see Brewer manager Ron Renicky out for a conference at home plate, so I would imagine we're going to see a double switch here.
Your attention, please.
Coming in now in the ninth to try and finish this one out, the hard-throwing Francisco Rodriguez.
Number 57, Francisco Rodriguez. Now catching and batting in the ninth spot, number 12.
Striding in to start the ninth, Ed Easley, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. One and one, here it comes. Hit hard towards the hole. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
When you're down by 2 in the ninth, there's that old expression about needing a bloop and a blast. Well, that was hardly a bloop. That ball was stung pretty good. But it is going to get the tying run to the plate. There's new life in that dugout.
Settling in now, David Lee. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing and I'm just watching this game.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Nobody out, runner on first. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch on 2-1. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
And, you know, this has been a really good approach out there on the mound. He's keeping the ball down, and he's not missing by much. But he is behind in the count, so you wonder if he's going to have to challenge right here.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Sometimes when you know that you're not going to have a play, this is what you have to do. Here, no shot to throw him out down there at third, so he's just going to play it smart, take a bite out of it.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, John Jay. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
High in the air out to center field. Gomez has a beat on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Lee.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Michael Lee, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive, and give the next guy a chance as well.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
Here it comes on 1-1. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Parra going back on it. Gone! Santa Maria, game over. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
It looked like he saved his best work here for the final swing. And these guys are certainly amped up as he wins it with a game-winning homer.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
But he came up with, without question, the key at-bat in this one. No surprise, it was also the final pitch. Got a pitch he could handle and turned it around for the walk-off home run. Well, that's a great win.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cardinals win it 5-4. Good night from St. Louis.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Brewers, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout of 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely. Have a good night.